If you are an active YouTube user, then you've probably come across some of these AI videos that are simply telling African folk tales or any sort of stories at all. Well, the truth is that instead of just watching those videos, you can also start creating them and start making money with them, be it on YouTube or Facebook. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a step-by-step guide on how you can create those sort of African folk tales for 100% free. Yes, you heard me right. Every single tool we are going to use for those videos will be 100% free for you to use. And you can do this whether you are using a laptop or a smartphone. If this is your first time on this channel, kindly help me do the YouTube business by smashing on that subscribe button, like this video, and tell me what you feel down in the comment section. As on this channel, we mainly focus on every single thing that will help you and I make money as content creators. So with that already said, let's get straight into today's video. Let me share with you a step-by-step guide on how you can actually create this sort of content and then get them monetized on social media as well. So let's get straight into today's video.
So hello guys, now that we are on my screen, let's get straight to work. Let me share with you a step-by-step guide on how you can actually create African folk tales for 100% free and then get them monetized on YouTube. So it doesn't matter the device you are using, you must not do it on a laptop, you can do it on your phone or whatever device you are using. It's 100% easy and free to do. So now you can see a typical one that I created being played on your screen right now. This one is just 2 minutes long that I made by myself. You can see. So I'll show you how you can also do it right now. So now the first thing you need to do is that you need to create an account, or you need to create a Chat GPT account. So let me just go over there and show you everything. The first thing you need is Chat GPT. Now what you are doing with Chat GPT is that Chat GPT is simply the AI that will actually help you create these content ideas. Because if you want to create these African folk tales, the first thing is that you need topic and then you need the story and everything. You might not be a story writer, and that's where Chat GPT will actually help you out. And you can use Chat GPT for 100% free. So all you simply have to do when you come over to Chat GPT here is that you need to give it a message for it to actually know exactly what you want. And that message is what I'm about sharing with you right now. So here is the prompt. You can find it in this video description. So for example, take a look at the one I used for that my video. I say, give me a list of title ideas for an animated YouTube video series about a dramatic African love betrayal story set in Igbo culture. Include themes like forbidden love, family conflict, tradition, betrayal, or deception. So now this one, I'm asking the AI to actually help me generate a love story that involve betrayal and all of that. So I had to make it clear. So when you copy this script also, before I start using it, my advice is that if you are doing something different from what I'm about doing right now, which is you are not coming to create love stories, you want to create other sort of stories and all of that, you can change some of the terms in order for the AI to best understand what you are coming to create. So for me personally, what I create most is about love series. So that's why I use this prompt. So you can just copy the prompt and then edit it to fit the story you are coming to create. So for example, let me say this is a script we are going to use in this video. I'm just going to copy it. I'll just copy it and then paste it in here, and then I will let ChatGPT generate it. So now what ChatGPT is going to do is that ChatGPT is going to actually generate different video titles around this particular topic until you get the exact one you need. So once you finish generating, you just have to look through and look at the one that is closest to the kind of story that you have in mind, even though you don't have to have these stories in mind, as the AIs help you do everything. So here you have between tradition and treachery, the price of love, deception under the bulb tree, the forbidden union, cursed by love, the betrayal of Eze's daughter, turn beauty. So you just have to look into this list and then pick the one you want. Note what I said, it must not be about Igbo tradition, it can be any tradition at all. Just pick anyone that is popular and will get you a lot of attention. You can even do it about any single topic you want out there. So over here, let me go for one that will actually attract audience, because I'll be doing the whole video for myself as well. So I'll go for this one, the forbidden union. So I'll go for the forbidden union. So now once you take the forbidden union for an example, now what you need is that you need to tell ChatGPT to actually help you create a full video script on it. So now this one has given you the titles and you've picked your title. Now here's the next thing you need to do. Now this is where the second script comes in. Now here's the second script. Let me explain it to you. You say, Give me a 20-minute story to narrate with a voice for an animated African story for number. So now the number here is simply the title you're choosing. So for example, let me say I went with number 15, Cursed by Love. So I'll just go for number 15. Let me say I want to go with that option. Then I'll change this place for number 15. The summary should outline the main character, their relationship, and the central conflict of the story. The stories on my YouTube channel, so make it very engaging and attention grabbing. Also, give me a prompt to generate the AI images for specific scenes in the story. Include details like tradition, clothing, cultural artifacts, and environmental elements. So make sure that you read through this script and modify it to fit the kind of video you are coming to create. So it must not be the same over and over again. You can modify some of the terms to just suit in into the kind of video you want to create. So I'm just explaining it to you so that you'll be able to grab exactly how the script operates so you don't go and get a different result. So I'm just going to paste that in here and then I'll just hit on send. Now the AI will give me an outline of the whole storyline that has to do with this particular topic and then how long it's actually going to be. So now with that already said, let me say now that you are done generating you are done with the video script generation. Now the next thing is that we need to generate the voice over. So now for the voice over, within your script, you are going to see where the AI will mark voice over. So now for that, simply highlight it and then copy. Just copy it and then come over to your Flicky AI. Now once you come over to Flicky AI, click on new file. Now over here, select audio. So I use audio a lot, so that's why it gets selected automatically for me. So over here, dialect, you can just come pick Nigeria. Since I'm talking about a Nigeria related story, I'll just pick Nigeria. Start with empty file. So make sure that by default here will be ideal prompt, but I advise to set it to empty file. Now over here, you put in your title. So for me, let me just put in the title here, Cursed by Love. Now I'm just going to hit on submit. So now this will bring you over here. So here you can see once I set to Nigeria, Ezin name got selected for me by default. So you can just play the voice over to see which of them will give you the best result. So for example, let me listen to Abiu.
Flicky helps you create audio and video content using lifelike AI voices in less than a minute.
Flicky helps you create.
So for this, I'm going for Abiu. I'll go for Abiu over Ezinne. Then I'll just click on apply to all scenes and then select. Now you can see it has been updated. So just play with the voice and see which of the voice will best match that video you are coming to create. So for that, I'm just going to paste in the script that I copied and then hit on next, the plus button, and then come back, copy for all the rest. Paste it in. So now I'm just going to pause this video and then quickly copy all of them, paste in, and then we'll continue with the next with generating the audio. So hello guys, as you can see, I've copied all the clips in here. You can see I've copied all the whole of the voiceover in here. Now the next thing I should need to do from here, simply click on where it says download. Now from here, simply click on start export. Now hit on the start button and then you can allow or you cannot allow. So I'm just going to allow it so that I will be notified once the voiceover is fully generated. So now guys, you can see the AI just finished generating the voiceover. You see, despite the additional length we added, the AI couldn't get us the full voiceover. Char GPT did not give us a longer video. So one thing you can do is that you can just find a way to tell it to make the video really long for you in order for you to get something longer and better, because the longer it is, the better it will be for you. So for example, let me just take this 5 minutes on for the sake of tutorial. I'm just going to hit on the download mp3 button. So now the file is done downloading. You can see Cursed by Love over here. So I'm just going to open it and find where it was actually saved to. Okay, so you can see it was sent into my download folder. So I have it over here. Now here is the voiceover of 5 minutes 36 seconds. So now we have the voiceover also set. Now I'm just going to close this tab. Now we move on to generating the images. Now for the image generation, as I said, we are going to make use of Microsoft Designer, which is 100% free. However, they actually limit you to 11 boosts daily, 14 abi 15 boosts daily. So I've used some today. So however, if you are using Microsoft Edge as your browser, even when this your coins are over, you are still going to get chance to generate a few more of it. So now let's start with the image generation. Now the scene one. So simply come over here and then copy. You can see prompt. So now you simply have to click on copy and then come over to Microsoft and then paste it in here and then hit on the generate button. Now before I hit on the generate button, here is it. Over here where it says size, by default it will be in square, and you are not creating your videos in square, you are creating a wide video. So simply come over and pick wide and then hit on generate. Now simply wait for the AI to finish generating it for you. So as you can see, Microsoft AI just generated an intro image, which is just image of community. So you can simply read the image. Generate an image of a peaceful Igbo village at dawn with traditional huts, a central marketplace, and lush green surroundings. So the AI might not get everything accurately, but at least you have this one that it shows a decent overview of a marketplace and then a dawn. So you can just hit on download to download it. So for this video sake, let me just create a new folder. Okay, I normally keep them over here. This one is for separate purpose. Now let me create the one made for Tales as well. So I'm just going to title it as Tales, and then I'll just drag this into it. Now go over to my browser and then hit on download. Just hit on this button here to actually download it. Now, so depending on your browser, desktop. So just name. I'll just name it as. So I'll just name it as one. You can also do so that it will be easier for you to arrange them whilst you're editing the video. So I normally number them instead of naming them by the scene. So I just number them to make it easier. So here prompt 2. I'm just going to copy it, come over here, paste it in here as well. I'm going to generate it. Now here is for the scene. So we say create an image of Adana and Chubuzo meeting secretly by a river dressed in traditional Igbo attire. Adana wears a bright, colorful wrapper and beads, while Chubuzo dons a patterned loincloth and a beaded necklace. And you can see that really here. So within here, you pick out the one that actually matches it well for you. So there's a secret discussion. So you look in between here, which of them actually gives more secret discussion vibe. And for that, this one gives that vibes the most. So I'm just going to download this one. And then click on save as. And then I'm just going to name it 2. So now I'm going to pause this video right now and then generate the rest for the rest of the scenes. Then we'll continue. So as you can see, I'm done generating all the images, and you can see it over here. Let me just go back into that folder. You can see I now have all my images generated. So now next up, we're actually going to start with our video editing. For that, we are going to do it with CapCut. So in case you don't have CapCut, you actually need to go download CapCut right now, because that's what you'll be using for your video edit. So before we move on to that, let me just get the voice over and send it over here as well. So now I have everything for that media over here. So now we move on to CapCut for the full video editing. So hello guys, now that we are done with everything, now we are moving on to actually editing the video, and for that we'll be making use of Canva. We'll be making use of CapCut. However, you can make use of any video editor of your choice. I'm just going to show you some important things you need to do in order to keep your video a little bit interesting. So for that, I'm just going to search for CapCut over here, and I'll just type in CapCut. So for me, I'm doing it on my PC, so for you to get a better view of it. However, I can also do it on an Android phone as well. It doesn't really matter, or on your iOS. All you simply need is CapCut, and that's all. So now Now I'm inside CapCut. So once you come over here on CapCut, all you simply have to do is that simply hit on where it says new project. So you just have to give CapCut some time because you do run some interface testing depending on the speed of your laptop. So I'm using an high-end computer, so it might be a bit faster for me. So from here, you simply come over to where you downloaded your files. So over here, here's my files and everything I need for it. So I'm just going to use Control A and then select or and then open. So now you can see I've imported all the files that I need for the whole video creation. Now the next thing is simply have to drag your voice over below here. Now the thing with the with your voice over here is that once you drag your voice over first, it will actually get the images and everything that is involved in the clip. So what I advise you to do is that simply delete it off, delete the whole of that off, and now adjust it a little bit. Now the purpose of doing this adjustment is to get rid of this. You can see this empty space between the wavelength here. You can see during the wave in between the wavelength you can see some empty spaces. You actually need to get rid of all of those spaces. Now the way you can know where to cut it and where not to cut it, simply coming over to your CapCut, to your Chat GPT. So now let me go back to my Chat GPT. So now to make sure that you are getting every line precisely, I advise you to also look into the video script whilst you are doing the editing to make sure that you are cutting off everything at the right place where you should be doing that. So over here, I'm just going to go over here, animated Igbo series, Igbo love betrayal. Okay. So from here, I'm just going to look into the scene one. So scene one, voiceover. In the heart of an Igbo land where tradition runs deep and family ties are sacred lies a village basking in the golden. So I'm just going to look for the last sentence in it to make sure that I know the right place where it stopped. The hair filled with the scent of freshly harvested yams and spices. So now I'm just going to come over to CapCut and then I'll play the voice over to that point.
In the heart of Igbo land, where traditions run deep and family ties are sacred, lies a village basking in the golden embrace of dawn.
So what was the last word there? Okay, so yams and spices.
This is a place where the rhythms of life are woven into the very fabric of the land. The marketplace buzzed with early morning activity, the air filled with the scent of freshly harvested yams and spices.
Okay, so here is the end of the scene one. So what you simply have to do from here is simply split it by using the split button. So in case you don't know how to use CapCut, I'll be dropping a full tutorial on CapCut in this video description. Do well to check it out. So now after that, now in between the wavelength here, the audio wavelength here, simply the audio wave here. So wow, I don't even know why I'm using wavelength, thinking I'm still in my science classes. So over here, just get rid of every break you see here to make the audio smoother and then pretty much easy for users to enjoy. So over here also cut out this space, split out. Now just take your time and do this for all the rest of the track. After you do this, then you drag in your images. So for the scene one, here is the image that is dedicated to the scene one. We're going to get it and then drag it to the end of the scene, which is this point here.
In the heart of Igbo land, where traditions run deep and family ties are sacred, lies a village basking in the golden embrace of dawn. This is a place where the rhythms of life are woven into the very fabric of the land. The marketplace buzzed with early morning activity, the air filled.
Okay, so this is the end here. I'm just still going to get this filter and then just knit up your whole audio like this. So all you simply have to do, just repeat this for the rest of the audio track. So for me personally, I'm not going to do all of that. I'm just going to show you every single thing you need to do to make your story interesting. So after that, I'll just drag it closer, then get it back together. So now from here, I'm just going to adjust it to the very end. And now for the sake of this video, I'm just going to fast forward everything by dragging all of these clips into it just so we can rush up the video and then tell you the effects and things you need to use to make your video stand out. I'm going to do the adjustment and everything later on. So after this, I'm just going to highlight and then I'll just spread it, open it like this. Now this is modern, so I'm just going to compress it a little bit. Still need some adjustment, I guess. Okay. Okay. Now I have everything set up like this. So now please do not follow this approach. Follow the first approach I use by first of all filtering out every single space in the audio, and then getting rid of it, and then setting each image to each scene. That's the main purpose whereby that is the main reason why Char GPT has given you image dedicated to each scene. So make sure you maintain that. So now from here, let me just say you've done all the filtering and then you've arranged your images from scene to scene, and make sure that every single thing is 100% accurate as it should be. Now from here, what you actually need to do is simply add some transition, some animation to the clip. So from here, I'll come over to animation. First, I'll come over to animation and then make use of the, first of all, I'll start with the zoom in effect.
Yes.
I'm going to, okay, I went to add, sorry. I'll use the zoom one effect.
In the heart
You see,
in the heart
then I'll extend it to 1 second,
in the heart of Igbo land.
and then I'll also come over to the end at the out part, then I'll come over to out and then keep it at,
Yes.
and I'll make use of zoom in. Now I'll just extend it to 1 second. So now
And
for
spices.
easier beginner usage, one effect I advise you to use, which is the one I'm going to use for the rest of the clip, is simply the fade in and fade out. This one is simply to add a little bit of eye movement at the beginning and the end of every clip. So I'm also going to add
Even
fade
if it,
out.
we must find a way to be together, even if it
Okay,
even if it
so just make sure that every animation you add, extend it to at least 1 second to make it look a bit different from the next scene, in order to keep users watching and all of that. So now let me just play these two that I've added it.
in the
So
heart
let's
of
see.
Igbo land, where
So let's see what to.
traditions run deep and family ties.
So now I'm just going to start it and let's see how it looks.
In the heart of Igbo land, where traditions run deep and family ties are sacred, lies a village basking in the golden embrace of dawn. This is a place where the rhythms of
So yeah, that is just the benefit of the transition. Let me come close to this end and then let's see what
harvested
happens here.
yams and spices. Amidst the lush greenery by
You see, that is simply all we
together,
need.
even if it means defying.
So that is simply what we want to do. Simply arranging these images. Make sure that you arrange your image according to the video voiceover that you've created. Now after this, still you need to add some little touch into your videos. That's why you make use of what we call the effect, so that your images doesn't just look static. So over here, just come over to video effects and then look through this effect tab, and then, so for me personally, I'm fond of using the spark. So I'm more of using the spark part of it, just to add a little bit of spark to the videos. So now I'm just going to drag it over the whole clip, then just drag it to the very end. So when you are using the effect, please don't use more than 1 or 2 effects, because too many effects will actually destroy your video.
In the
So
heart
let's
of
see.
Igbo land, where traditions run deep
Now here's what you get to the
and family
effects.
ties are sacred, lies a
Getting a
village
little bit
basking
of
in the
sparks
golden
all over your
embrace of
video.
dawn. This is a place where the rhythms of life are woven into the very fabric of the land. The marketplace buzzed with early morning activity, the air filled with the scent of freshly harvested yams and spices. Amidst the lush greenery by the river, two hearts beat as one. Adana, the chief's daughter, and Chibuzo, a young man from a rival family.
So you simply have to set this up like this. Now after this, the next thing you need to do is you need to generate caption for it. So simply come over here to captions and then hit on generate. So if you are using your laptop, you're actually going to get it at this edge over here. You can see captions, and then just select the language. So for me it's English, so I'm just going to hit on English and then set it to generate. So now after waiting for some time, you can see the caption has been generated. Now you can see the caption will have it all over the video
Share the
right now.
love
but having it over here doesn't really look that impressive. So I'm just going to mute my laptop right now. So you can see we have the caption
as
over,
forbidden as
but
it
it's
was
not really
fierce.
that readable. So
Their
what we
secret
simply do
meetings
from here
by the
is simply coming over to the captions, and then just select the caption and then come over to test. So let me just unselect the video. So I currently have some video selected. Okay, so I'm just going to tap on the caption and then come over to where it says templates. You can see once you click on any of the captions, it will bring you over to templates, and then make sure that apply to all is selected. Now from here you can simply select any of the caption that best fits you. For example, let me go with this one here, which is the one I've used in most of my videos. So I'll just put it and then I'll adjust it to the mid level. So I'll just like putting it in the mid level, and then I'll increase the size a little bit. Now after that, now let me just see for the little two scenes we did.
In the heart of Igbo land, where traditions run deep and family ties are sacred, lies a village basking in the golden
So
embrace
yeah,
of
this
dawn.
is
This is
simply
a
it.
place
So
where the
this is
rhythms
simply all
of
you have to
life
do.
are
There's nothing
woven
really
into the very
complicated.
fabric of the
I'll
land.
show you
The
every single thing
marketplace
you need.
buzzed with
The first one is that once you have your channel ready, the second thing you do is simply use AI to generate the whole content. I've given you the whole prompt, and in case you don't get it, you can download the video, watch it over and over again. You can download it right here on YouTube and use your YouTube and just watch it in there over and over again to actually get whatever place that you are missing, or simply just follow the practical step, and then your AI is actually going to save all the script that you've used. So you just have to reuse the same script over and over again. And for the video editing, you import in your audio, make sure that you filter out those gaps within the wave, the audio wave, and then add your image clips and everything, add your text on the screen, and that's simply all, and you are good to go. So all you simply have to do after here is simply hit on this export button at the top here, and then put in your title over here. From here you can also put in, you can just click it and then change the folder you want to export it to. And then here resolution, so I'll just keep it at 1080p. So in case you want to go higher, you can go higher, but there's no need as YouTube is going to drop the quality as well. Bitrate, keep it as recommended. Codec, you can keep it here. By default it will be at H.264, which is the most common one, but you can set it to this one because this one reduces the file size as well. And then every other thing is quite okay here. All you simply have to do is just hit on export and you are good to go, and that's all. Now after exporting, the next thing you actually need is that you need to generate a thumbnail for your video. Now the thumbnail, you might not be good at editing, so I'm going to show you how you can also generate the thumbnail as well. And this is the reason why you need to watch all my videos to the very end, because there's always something at the end that is very important to your whole system. So for that, we'll come back to Chat GPT. Now over here, we're going to tell Chat GPT a simple thing: generate a prompt. Okay, so you say I need a prompt to create a thumbnail for this story. Then hit on enter. And now Chat GPT is going to give you every single thing you need for the thumbnail. So hello guys. So here Chat GPT has actually generated a prompt to actually need. As you can see, here is the prompt. Chat GPT has already generated it. So now once we have the prompt for the thumbnail, the next thing we are going to do is that we are going to tell ChatGPT kindly make the prompt shorter. Now the reason why we are asking ChatGPT to make the prompt shorter is simply because if the prompt is very long, the AI tool might not be able to carry the whole prompt, so it might not give you the exact result you desire. So for that, we are going to ask ChatGPT to make it shorter by summarizing some of the things. So I've already done that, and you can see here ChatGPT has generated a short version of the prompt. So we'll just copy this short version of the prompt, copy it from where it says description, and then come over to this AI here known as Leonardo. So when it comes to generating thumbnail, I prefer Leonardo in terms of thumbnail generation than Microsoft, because Microsoft might not give you the text you actually need, but over here on Leonardo is actually going to give you exactly what you want. So for that, I'm just going to clear off everything here. So here's how the interface will look. So over here, simply just paste it into here. I just paste the description into that tab, and then over here I'll say prompt enhance. So just keep it as auto preset style. So for me, I normally go with cinematic, and then contrast. I keep it at medium, and then every other thing you can just leave it like, make sure that you set the image dimension to 16 by 9, and then make sure you pick medium, and then after that just click on generate. So now Leonardo is also another free AI that you can use to generate your characters as well. So with Leonardo, they give you about 150 tokens to use daily, and then after you finish them, then they will refill it within 7 hours, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Leonardo will refill the tokens for you after 7 hours. Meanwhile, Microsoft takes 24 hours. So I use both of them side by side. However, due to the fact that Leonardo doesn't give much, I only use Leonardo for thumbnail generation, and then generating other hyper realistic scenes that are required during the system. So now here we can see the thumbnails that it has generated. And from here, you can just pick any of the ones you love. Take a look at the thumbnails. So you don't have to stress yourself with creating thumbnails. Animated African story, Cursed by Love, and Igbo tale. You see, very nice thumbnail, very neat and nice. Let's take a look at this other one again. Animated, okay, Cursed by Love and Igbo tale. Take a look at this other one again. Cursed by Love. So you can just pick each of them, which of them you think actually illustrates the title and everything perfectly well to you. You just pick that one, and that's simply all. So for this, I'm just going to pick one of these. So I'm going to look for the most matured one here and go with that one. So let me take a look at this one. Not really realistic to me. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one with the due to the background that I have, the Adana African Story Quest by Love. So this one is really great. You can just download it by hitting on the download button here. Then I'll just click on Save As, and then come over to the Tales, and then I'll just name it Thumbnail. Then hit on Save. But this one is also great. So you can just save them and then try them out and go to show them that actually meet with your own expectation. You know, everybody have their own taste, so that's why at least they will give you the option to generate four different ones. So you look at the four and then pick which of them actually delivers to your taste. Then that's simply all, and then you have it. So this is simply all about actually creating the animated African story. You can see I did not create this whole video in one day because I had to go do some other stuffs. So that's simply all. I hope you find this video helpful. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and then tell me what you feel down in the comment section. So with that already said, have a nice day. See you in my next video.